Hello and welcome to my origami tutorial. In this session we are going to make a star box. Yet again I'm going to be using a 7x7 inch square piece of paper with a coloured and a plain side. Okay. On the coloured side, what we're going to do is going to fold on the diagonal. Again, try to line up the corners with your index fingers and crease with your thumbs. You do that again on the opposite side. So line up and crease with thumbs. Okay. So now you have an X. You turn the paper over, and this time we fold over to bring the edges together. Again, line up neatly and line with the thumbs. Turn 90 degrees. Line up the edges and iron with the thumbs. Okay, open that out, and it's kind of hard to see on the plain side, so I'll show you on the coloured side. You'll have an X and a plus sign, depending on the side. Look. Okay, but we do actually need to be on the plain side, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the fold on this diagonal and this diagonal. We're going to bring them together and put them down at the bottom here, and we're going to take this top section and bring that down and flatten out. Now, this is very important because if you don't do the step, it will go wrong. You turn 180 degrees to make sure that the open side is this end. Okay. The next thing we do is we need to make a kite base on this side. The way you do a kite base on a square is you fold over this edge into the middle, and you do the same on the opposite side. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn over and we do the same move on the opposite side. Okay, so now both sides are in the form of a kite base, and now what we do is we take this flap and we fold that upwards along the outside edge, and we do that to all four edges. So on this side we turn over and we repeat again. Okay, so now you have four edges like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a squash fold. The way we do a squash fold is we open this side out, you put your finger in to just make sure that this corner doesn't crumple, and then you squash that edge down. I'm going to try and show you again from a different angle. You bring the flap up, you separate finger in just to make sure this corner will squash outwards, and you squash down. So you've got a nice, neat corner. And yet again, you do this again. Open out, finger in, and squash. And we do the last squash fold here. The main reason why I'm doing these boxes for the first two lessons is because the folds are quite repetitive. So you get a lot of practice doing things like valley folds, which is the folding up in half, and the squash folds. This will allow you to do more complicated models later on. Okay, now we've done this, we take up one edge, like this, and we fold. Sorry, didn't mean to undo the fold. Take this edge, like this, and you fold it behind the flap, like that. In fact, whilst we're at it, we'll do the same on this side. See? Like that. Okay. Do the same on the other side. Lift the flap up, fold it behind, and we take this side, this flap, and fold it inside as well. Okay. So now we have this shape on both sides. Okay, the next thing you need to do, you see this bottom corner? You need to fold this upwards. Now unfold it. You turn it over, and you fold it up again. Okay. Right, you unfold that. And now this is where it gets a little bit complicated, because what you have to do is you have to pull the four sections apart, and we need to flatten down a square from in the middle. So that's done by a combination of pushing the bottom up and pushing these edges outwards. So by trying to create little crimps here, that will make the job a little easier. Yeah. So what you're doing is you're pushing from the inside outwards, trying to make sure those corners, these main corners here, go outwards. Okay. If they're all starting to point outwards, try to push down. If there is any resistance, like that is resisting a bit there, that's because that's folded in. Yeah, yeah, there we go, that was the last edge. Okay. So now you've got a pyramid, so that's a flat section, and your sides should be in a similar shape that we had before. The last step you do is you take these triangles and you fold them down in line with these two edges. Okay, do that for all the sides. Okay, and now you have a star box. I'll just adjust the light a bit to help you see. But that is finished article. Okay, if you have any comments, please let me know, and if you have any suggestions, I'll be happy to try and work them into future tutorials. Thank you. Bye.